Hello. I am on the struggle bus this afternoon. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting everything in StreamYard to work right, but here we are. I'm with you. Happy Monday. I am Rita Ernst. I am the author of Show Up Positive. If you are with me while I'm live, say hello in the chat. I appreciate you joining me. And I'm here every Monday, 12:45 for the brief Monday Minute, which is based on my book, Show Up Positive. And what we're going to do, and this is our second episode doing this is the book. It's out now in stores everywhere. You can get it at Barnes and Noble, on Amazon, or your favorite bookseller. Happens to be my local bookstore, Carmichael's Bookstore. They'll take great care of you. Feel free to order it from Louisville, Kentucky, and they'll get you a copy. So the book is in two parts, and the second part of the book are the Show Up Positive Sparks. And these are the actual behaviors that I'm encouraging you to adopt into your habits so that you can have that fun, fulfilling, happy workplace that you've been looking for. So these are ways to, be positive for yourself and then watch that bleed over into the world around you. So here's my book. I'm in the back half of the book. There's a list of 50 words. So I figure most of us work 50 weeks out of the year, which means you need a word every week. And that's at a maximum. You sometimes want to work on a word more than once. Last week, our word was determination. And I did a whole series of follow-up mini posts about determination throughout the remainder of the week. So I encourage you to look for those and to follow hashtag Show Up Positive so you see all those that come up. Also, if you're on LinkedIn and you want to follow me, there's the little bell now in the top right corner of my profile. That's the best way to see everything that I have. So we're just going to randomly pick here, and I just landed on the word interested. So our word for this week is interested. Show Up Positive. The word is interested. So one of the things that I do in the book is I give you 3 synonyms. So the synonyms are attentive, curious, and involved for interested. So think about that. Attentive, curious, and involved. And those are 3 very different ways for us to exemplify the idea of interested. We can be attentive, like hopefully you are right now. You're listening to the chat, you're watching me live or in replay. Curious, asking questions, really getting inquisitive is a way of being interested. And the last one is involved. Involved is another way that we can be interested. That means to actively do something with other people. So think about that. So in one little word, interested, you have all kinds of directions that you can go this week with ways to show interest to others in your workplace. And of course, you can see immediately the power of that. If you're being attentive, right? All of us like to get attention from others. If you're curious, then you're seeking to get information. All of us like to be experts. We like to share our particular brand of genius with others. And involved means I'm working side by side with you, which is going to deepen our relationship for sure, unless we just can't get along. So as I talked about last week, it's often helpful to also think about the contrast, which is being disinterested. It's easy to think of times when you've been trying to engage with somebody and they've behaved in a disinterested manner. Maybe they check their phone, they look at their watch, they look away from you, kind of take in the scenery around you. There's all kinds of ways that people demonstrate disinterest. But I want to share this important piece from the book. So I'm going to read from the book here for a minute. In Dr. John Gottman's relationship research, he found a strong correlation between the number of times couples turned their attention to one another when a connection attempt was made and the success or failure of the relationship. He coined the term emotional bids to describe those requests for attention, affection, or support, right? Attention or involvement in there, things that we talked about earlier. When a bid is accepted, the bidder, the person requesting it, hears, I'm interested in you. I hear you. I understand you or would like to. I'm on your side. I'd like to help you. I'd like to be with you. I accept you, even if I don't accept all of your behavior. Think about those messages, those 7 messages that you can deliver when you choose to show up interested. Beyond just, I'm interested in you, the other 6, I hear, understand, am on your side, would like to help or be with you, and I accept you. It's so important. That sense of belonging in the workplace is so important to having positivity. And, I think these bids are the same things that happen in the workplace, right? Whether you make a bid and get rejected by your coworkers, or whether a coworker makes a bid to you and gets rejected by you. So we're going to work on being attentive and interested and curious and involved this week, so that we notice those bids when they are coming, even in the smallest thimbleful of ways from our coworkers, and we are responding in a way that gives one of those 7 messages to our coworkers. And then we're going to watch the magic happen. And I cannot wait to hear your feedback about how you experience that in your workplace. So a few little reminders that are in the book. When you are trying to respond to a bid, some do's: make eye contact if that's something that you can naturally do. I know for some people that's something that is not in your normal behavior set, and that's okay. But if it is, please make eye contact, relax, just take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back, and relax before you even say a word. Ask questions to learn more. Manage expectations. So if you are offering to help someone and you have boundaries, make sure that you're sharing those. And then actively engage. Give your head, heart, and hands to what you're doing. Some don'ts to avoid. Don't look around. So even if you can't make eye contact, don't look around at other things. Don't fidget. That's that opposite of relaxing. When we get really fidgety and antsy, the message that we are sending is hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, which is a sort of a disinterested message. Don't interrupt or argue the point. Like I said, you can still be interested and not in agreement with everything. But it's important to allow the other person to finish their thinking and to really be thoughtful about what's worthy of taking on and what can you not have to get to an agreement on, but still be able to lend support or interest. Don't ignore constraints like time, and don't multitask. Really give your full focus instead of multitasking, because multitasking is one of the clearest ways your kids will tell you to say, I am disinterested, which is the opposite of the message we're working on this week. So I'm Rita Ernst. I'm the author of Show Up Positive. This is Monday Minute, and your Show Up Positive spark for the week is interested. I can't wait to read your comments and feedback. Please let me know how you are putting this into practice in your workplace. And I dropped into the notes section for you that we are now starting this after program. It's a quick community huddle for anybody that has a few minutes that wants to come together and meet others who are working through the Show Up Positive Sparks. You can ask me questions about the word of the week, tell me stories about last week. It's just a little community interaction, because StreamYard, this process doesn't allow a lot of interactivity besides commenting in the chat, which is not really my favorite thing. So I would much rather face-to-face with you. So it'll be a brief meeting, but you can find the Zoom link in the comments on either Facebook or LinkedIn, and come on over and join me on Zoom, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. You guys get it's an open conversation with anyone who chooses to show up. So I hope to see you there. The meeting ID and the password and a hot link are all available to you in the comments. The meeting ID 885-7539-4287. and the password is positive. And we will start this community conversation. I have it booked out to follow every week from 1 to 1:30 or however long you guys keep me. So you can add it to your 12:45 calendar, give 45 minutes if you want to start engaging and interacting around these topics. I look forward to seeing you on Zoom in a few minutes. Have a phenomenal week. I can't wait to hear all the things you do with hashtag show up positive interested. And don't forget to check every day, follow that hashtag show up positive to see some little tidbits I'm going to give you to help you keep refining and perfecting your practice of being interested this week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.